Hey, Tyler here from Eat Elmo, and today I'm going to talk to you about my top 10 tips for sustainable dieting. A lot of people don't realise that sustainable dieting is, a pretty big part of getting fit, and if you can't keep up the diet you're on, there's a 9 out of 10 chance you're going to fail, really. So you've got to be able to diet and carry on that diet, which is what sustainable dieting is, basically. And I'm here to give you the top 10 tips on creating your own sustainable diet, because you see a lot of videos out there where they talk about their own diets and how they keep their diets, but they never give you the tips on how to keep your own diet. So I'm here today to give you those tips. Tip 1 of sustainable dieting: fruit. More specifically, things like grapes and berries, okay? Things like grapes and berries are quite full of water, have quite a high water content, and are very low calories, such as grapes. You can have 100 grams of grapes, and that's only 66 calories. And considering that you want a couple to a few thousand a day, at least, it's nothing, okay? And they do fill you up, they fill you up quite well, but the only thing about fruit is, such as with these strawberries that I got yesterday, actually, they do go rotten and disgusting quite quickly. I apologise for the cutaway. I had to go wipe my fingers because I just squished a strawberry in my hand. That's quite obvious. But the only thing about fruit that you do need to watch out for is how quickly it can go mouldy or rotten. Such as the strawberries I have here are all soft, squishy, and some of them have even got mould on them, which is an issue considering that I only got them yesterday. So you do have to watch out for that, but they are a great food for your diet, for sustainable eating, because they are nice. I enjoy them, you should enjoy them, and if you don't, get out, okay? So yeah, it's just a good food to binge on, to snack on, anything. It just helps a ton. Okay, so clearly we all enjoy eating. Who doesn't? It's part of our nature as humans, right? So that brings me on to tip number 2, which is the healthy versions of your favourite snacks. Quite obviously, like, everyone enjoys binging on a delicious chocolate brownie. Who doesn't? Unless you're allergic, then don't hold me accountable for that. But we all enjoy binging on our favourite things like ice cream and chocolate brownies and just chocolate in general. But what we don't realise is that there are healthy versions and healthy recipes for these things online, such as Greg Doucette and Will Tennyson. They have their own recipes for healthier versions of our favourite snacks. And Greg Doucette, for example, has his own ice cream recipe, his protein ice cream recipe. So it's like ice cream and tastes like ice cream, but it's full of protein. Where can you go wrong with that? You can't. Try it. Tip number 3. You want to eat more fibre. Okay, a lot of people don't understand this, but fibre keeps you full and satiated for a lot longer than other foods do. And it's not even hard to find. Things like in your cupboard you'll have cereal. That is quite high in fibre. The only issue with fibre is that your toilet's not going to be your best friend anymore. But it's fine, you're in the fitness world now. It's time to move on. Tip number 4. The 4th tip, I know we're advancing quite quickly, is porridge. See, a lot of people think porridge is quite plain and just simply boring, okay? But it's a low-calorie snack which keeps you full for a long time because it's full of fibre. This ready bread per 30 grams serving has 2.4 grams of fibre. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but it does keep you full, trust me, because I eat it all the time. But the thing people don't understand about porridge is that you can spruce it up with almost anything. You can put fruit in it. You can put protein powder in it to make it more full of protein than it already is. And not only will that add protein content to it, That'll add flavour to your porridge. No longer will it taste absolutely disgusting and boring. It'll taste like whatever flavour you have. Although, I have got experience enough to say, do not try strawberry milkshake protein powder in porridge. And the thing about porridge is, per 30 gram serving without milk, it only has 112 calories in it. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but that's 5 whole tablespoons of porridge. Okay? It's good, trust me. I know what you're saying from earlier on in the video, okay? What if I don't want to make my own ice cream? Well, the thing is, there's vanilla soft scoop ice cream. And this specific Wall's brand of vanilla soft scoop ice cream is not too calorie dense as it is, and it's not too bad for you. And I know what you're thinking. What the hell? This is supposed to be about sustainable dieting. I'm trying to eat cleanly. But the thing is, per 2 scoops of ice cream, that's like 3 tablespoons. Per 2 scoops of ice cream is only 82 calories. And 4 grams of fat. That is not a lot of fat, that is not a lot of calories, and that is ice cream. It tastes delicious. It's not so nutritious, but it's not as bad as your alternatives. Give it a go. Tip number 6. Don't eat foods you don't like. And I know that seems like an obvious one, but a lot of people don't see it as obvious, which confuses me as much as it probably confuses you watching at home. But there's also going to be some of you sat there thinking, wow, okay, because you see a lot of people on diets, trying to bulk, trying to get lean, drinking things like raw egg whites. Why would you do that to yourself? Just to get protein without a lot of calories. And that's just not, it's not good. And if you're eating something you don't like, 9 out of 10 times you'll sit there, you'll go, oh, I don't really like this. You'll fall off the wagon, okay? You'll start binging on things you do like because you're eating things you don't like. It's not hard to find a diet balance between things you like and things that are healthy, okay? A lot of things you do like might be healthy. Eat them, but all in moderation, I guess. But yeah, moral of the story, don't drink raw egg whites, but just don't eat things you don't like. Cut them out your diet, find alternatives. It's simple. Tip number 7, intermittent fasting. It sounds confusing, it's not, I promise you. See, I personally don't do intermittent fasting because I enjoy getting up, having my breakfast, having a lovely cup of coffee. But all you have to do is take a look at people like Greg Gallagher, who runs Kino Body, to realise that intermittent fasting can take you a long way. And there has been a lot of people who have said intermittent fasting has taken them a lot further in their workouts, and eating fasted they've been able to do a lot more. But that being said, that takes me into point number 8, okay? Don't starve yourself. It's not the way to go. There's so many things like the 1 meal a day diet, the OMAD diet, it's stupid. Okay, water fasting as well. It's not sustainable. You won't be able to do it for long periods of time. And even if you can, it's not an enjoyable lifestyle, okay? Things like 1 meal a day, you're hungry for the rest of the day. You're not going to be able to enjoy anything. You won't have the energy while you're trying to get used to that diet to actually do a workout. And water fasting is not sustainable at all. And as soon as you come off water fasting, it's so easy just to gain all of that weight back. It's kind of how starving yourself works. And starving yourself will not work. You'll get skinny, but not to a point you want to be. And as soon as you start eating again, you'll just gain all of it back. Starving yourself is not the way to go. Tip number 9, protein shakes. I know that seems really obvious, but some people don't find it super obvious, okay? See, protein shakes with milk are the ones that I find the best, but some people do them with water. I'm not going to judge. But the thing people don't understand about it is that they're essentially a healthier version of milkshakes containing a large amount of protein usually. I don't see where you can go wrong with that, okay? Protein shakes are good when you're feeling that you need something sweet or when you kind of want to binge but you're not really wanting to break your diet because you're not at that point yet. See, hopefully if you have protein shakes, you won't then go binge after that, because they do fill you up. They are called meal replacements for a reason. Okay, protein shakes are good. They're delicious. That's my favourite part of the day. It's so much easier to do a workout knowing that at the end, you get to reward yourself with a delicious milkshake. Quite obviously. So do it. Give protein shakes a try. They're amazing. Tip number 10. The list is almost ending, but a really important part of a diet that people don't understand is drinks, okay? We've just done protein shakes, so I think this is appropriate, okay? Protein shakes are okay because they're essentially meal replacement and they'll fill you up like a snack will, but high-calorie drinks, things like Coke, a classic bottle of Coca-Cola, 12 ounces, has over 100 calories in it. It has more calories in it than would be in one of my protein shakes, and that is not good, okay? Because it doesn't fill you up, it dehydrates you because it's carbonated. It's not good. Things like Coca-Cola, but there's also other things than fizzy drinks, okay? Things like hot chocolate. Hot chocolate, I don't see the appeal in it, honestly. Too strong for me. But hot chocolate, there's healthy alternatives, such as you can get healthy versions of hot chocolate. The hot chocolate is just quite calorie dense for a drink. It's not worth it, I promise you. A lot of people won't count that in their calories because they won't realise. But you do need to count this in your calories. It does count. And it weirds me out that people do this, okay? I don't understand it. But you go for a meal, you have a couple of cans of Coke, a couple of bottles of Coke with your mates. That's a few hundred calories. Just on drinks. That's not even counting the food you're going to have, if you have food. Okay? That's not okay to have in your diet if you want to get lean. And it's just not going to help you out in the long run, okay? Trust me. Thanks for sticking around to the end if you have. This has been Sustainable Dieting 101 to get leaner. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you found this helpful. If you have, please give this video a thumbs up. Maybe consider subscribing. This is my first ever video, so I don't expect it to do too well. But if you could share it, that would help a lot. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.